How y'all doing? How y'all doing? And make sure I'm live this time. How's everybody going? Everybody good? Let me know if my connection is bad. Okay? Because I don't know if it's bad or good. So let me know if it's good or bad. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Because this thing sometimes be tripping me out. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? I don't even know how to do this. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Yes, I. Long time no see, man. Long time no see. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can see me. Let me know if I'm choppy. Let me know if I'm coming in clear before I start speaking, because I don't know how this thing is working. I don't know how this is working. I don't know how this is working. Okay, say I'm live on both platforms. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yes? No? Let me know if y'all can see me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Lord, can you hear me? Yes or no? How come nobody answering? I hope you're having a beautiful day. Hope y'all are chilling. Life is good. Hey, Miriam, how are you doing? Can you hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Okay, good. Man, let me know if I'm clear. Am I coming in clear? Seemed like nobody was answering me, huh? My other phone. Good, good, good. Listen, man, I ain't been on here for a long time. I ain't been on live for a long time. It's been a while since I've been on live. I've been trying to set up my stuff at home because you all know we just moved. So, hey, Kathy, how you doing? See, Kathy, it's me again. It's real me. It's the me that you was talking to that you didn't think it was me. Listen, man. Good. So listen, man. I've been having a lot of questions. I've been getting a lot of questions about relationship. I've been getting so many questions about relationships, man. About a whole bunch of stuff, and it's sometimes it can be. It seems like it's very overwhelming to many people, especially about these relationship stuff. I think people are losing their minds. You know what I mean? People are losing their minds. People are losing their brains. People are getting confused. People are tripping over these relationships, man. Listen, man, I'm telling you all, it's not that hard. This stuff is not that hard. This stuff is not that hard. I think we make these things hard because we listen to all this damn advice from people. You know what I mean? We hear it all this advice. We seeing people do stupid things. We scared to death. We see, we watch too much social media, listen to all these podcasts, and I think everybody's afraid, scared to death to try to date someone, try to be with someone, try to experience life with someone. I think we are so scared, and I think it's sad, man. It's really sad. It's really sad that we're this scared because it's not supposed to be this hard. The truth is, everybody's afraid. What's up, Jonathan? How are you doing? Everybody's afraid, men and women alike. What you see is not what you get. This is just crazy, man. This is just crazy. It's not a, but everybody taking it so personal. Everybody's scared. Everybody don't want to get hurt. Everybody think that they're gonna get hurt. Everybody think that somebody want to hurt them. You all know ain't nobody want to hurt you all, right? Ain't nobody want to hurt you all. Ain't nobody wanna try to hurt you. Ain't nobody abusing you. Ain't nobody trying to disrespect you. But it happens sometimes. Listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Many of us are afraid to love again. We are afraid to try again. We are afraid to open our hearts again. We are afraid to man, this dude just keep some men are bad, you said? Some men are but you know, women are some women are the same. Some women are really the same. Some women are some women are just like men. I think we focus on men too much. And here's the thing about relationship. When you're in a relationship, what you must focus on is you. I think we focus on the other person. I think one of the dumbest things that we do when we're in relationships is we try to get to know the person. We try to get, I mean, and that is that this is not the dumb part, but we are trying our best to know this person. We are trying our best to focus on this person. We are trying our best to understand this person. And the truth is, the one thing that you must understand is you. Amanda, I was trying to get in touch with you. Amanda, can you DM me, man? I know I owe you a hoodie. DM me your address so I can send you that hoodie and your size again. Your size and your hoodie. I mean, your size and your address. DM me that, and then I will send you that hoodie because I'm in the business now. I'm actually up and running. But yeah, I think one of our biggest problems is that we try our best to figure somebody out. We are trying our best to figure people out. We're trying to know them. We are trying to, focus on them. And the thing is this: you can't know anybody. The only thing that you know is you. No matter what you know, what you think you know, who you think you knew. I mean, who you think you know. The only thing to know is you. The only person to know is you, because I think many of us get it wrong. So we ask a bunch of questions, a million questions, 1,000 questions, try to figure somebody out. And 10 years, 2 years later, we realize the person is lying, the person ain't what they said they are, the person is confused, the person is bringing chaos to you, the person ain't good to you, the person this, the person that. That's the thing. Is bringing chaos to you, the person ain't good to you, the person this, the person that. Oh, hey, YouTube. I just realized I was in YouTube too. This is how you doing? How y'all doing, YouTube? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing, Shanda? How you doing, Miss Rosalind? How you doing, Linda? How you doing, Jocelyn? Amanda, I see you. Carol, I see you. Free in Jesus, I see you. But I'm telling you, a lot of us, man, a lot of us, listen, to get to know somebody, the trick is to get to know somebody, the real trick is getting to know yourself, is knowing yourself. That's the part. Getting to know somebody is about knowing yourself. If you know yourself, everything will make sense. If you don't know yourself, you won't know who is acting, you won't know who is fake, you won't know who is real, you won't know who is being authentic. You will never know. The only thing about knowing someone, the key part of knowing someone is knowing yourself. When you know yourself, everything begin to make sense. You begin to experience people within yourself. You know how you get to know someone? The real way to get to know someone is to go inside. See how you feel when you are with them. See that transference of energy when you're with them. See when see, words carry a vibration because words are attached. See, when you speak, right, your words are coming from a place of your frequency. Believe it or not. So when you speak and the word hits you, you feel the vibration from which it came from. That's when you can feel when somebody is being malicious towards you with their words. You can feel when somebody is being sarcastic with their words. You can feel when somebody is being supportive with their words. And you can feel when somebody is being disrespectful with their words. Because wherever the words come from, the vibration of the words touches you. This is what makes sense. But many of us, we don't understand this. We are still being lied to. How are we being lied to still? We call ourselves children of God. We call ourselves all these things and conscious and woke. We call ourselves spiritual. We call ourselves all this religion, Christians and believers, and yet we can't read vibration. We call ourselves all these things and we still struggle with certain the most simplest vibrational frequency. Words carry a vibration. And when you learn to listen to your body, how your body reacts, how your spirit reacts, you know who's honest and who's not honest. The only way to get to know someone, the only way to get to know someone is not by asking 1,000 questions. Where you from? Who's your mother? What you do? What you want? You know what I'm saying? Asking all these questions. What do you want to be in when you grow up? What happened with your last relationship? You can't get to know somebody that way. That's like me telling you, hey, when you jump in the water, it's gonna be wet. You think that you understand what I mean, but you don't understand what I mean until you jump in the water and get wet. You can't know people by them telling you things about them. It doesn't work that way. It's like you trying to dissect a frog and assume because you dissecting the frog, you know what the frog is. You don't know what the frog is. You have no idea. So you are trying to use your intellect to figure something out, to figure someone out, and you can't figure people out because people always change. People do things, they don't know why they do things. They don't understand themselves. How do you figure them out? That's the biggest issue about us. We try to figure people out. There's no figuring out. The only thing to figure out is you. See, when you learn to figure yourself out, right? Yeah, hey, evangelist. When you learn to figure yourself out, right? Guess what? You begin to know everything. You begin to feel their motives. You begin to feel their intentions. Your intuition begin to speak to you because it's all about you. This is your experience. This is your life. This is your energy. This is your world. It's all about you. So when you focus on you, you will know them. If you focus on them, you will not. You will never find them. If you focus on someone and trying to figure them out, you will never figure them out. Some of us, we ask questions, right? When we ask questions, we're looking at their eyes to see if they're being honest. So, what you do today? And we're trying to look in their eyes and see if they're lying to us. We're trying to figure out if they're being honest, if they're being faithful. You can't, listen, focus on you. Focus on the vibration that's when they come around. I just made a video on YouTube, and the video spoke on 8 things to do if you want to avoid a narcissist. Because you know how many of us complain. Many of us. Thank you, Janie. Thank you. Jane. We all don't know the game. Linda, you're right. Linda, you know what? To be honest, it's not a game. Dating is not a game. Let me tell you the truth. Dating, yes, actually, it is a game. You're right. It is a game. It is a game set with rules, but it's more psychological game. Dating is a psychological game, and we suck psychologically. If you understand psychology, dating is very simple. See, everything is a game. Getting promotion, getting a raise, getting a job, getting a husband, getting a wife, getting proposed to, getting a date. This is all a game. Life is a game. Man, life is a huge game. Everybody keep talking about, I don't want to play. You just want to play what? What do you think that you come here for? You know what I mean? I don't want to play. What you mean you don't want to play? You don't want to play what? Go ahead, don't play. See what happens. See what happens. Don't play. Some of y'all take life too serious. Some of y'all take life too serious. Some of y'all are always hurt. That's why you always hurt, because you take life too seriously. Everything is a problem. Everything. Life is a game. Dating is, of course, dating is a game. Listen, I hear so much woman. I hear so. Listen, no offense, but I hear so many women always talk about, oh my God, God is sending me my husband. No, he not. No, he not. Do you all believe that? You already have 4 billion men down here. You can't find one. You can't pick one. Is on you. That means you don't know how to pick. When you go to the food line and you pick in your groceries, don't you pick based on what you like, based on what you want, based on what you think is good for you? When you pick in your food, you pick your own. When you pick your job, you choose your own job. But when you choose a man, you think God choosing for you? Come on, man. It doesn't make sense. You know what choose a man for you? Do you know what chooses a man for you? Your frequency. Your frequency chooses for you. It chooses everything. It chooses who you speak to. It chooses who speak to you. It chooses what you eat, what you think, what you feel. It chooses your vibration. It chooses how your emotions are. It chooses everything for you. All you have to do is pick a frequency, and the frequency will attract everything in vibration. I mean, in harmony with the damn frequency. It brings everything to you. Everything that's in that in harmony with that vibration. What you want, God, man? God doing big shit. You hear me? God, do, God keeping planets from colliding. God keeping the rain in the sky to make sure the earth continues to grow. You know what I mean? God, God keeping us in the solar system. God keeping us rotating on something that you call Earth, a piece of rock in the middle of nowhere with things rock flying around it. That's what God doing. We think God is gonna send you a man or a woman? Come on, man. Learn the journey. This is learn discernment. Figure it out. You have to learn it. If you don't learn it, you suffer, don't you? Ain't you? You gotta learn it. Whether you learn now or later. Ain't nobody sending you anything. Thank you, Mariana. Thank you. You believe God has the right man for you? Hey, good luck. But a lot of women ain't got. Hey, a lot of women are single. A lot of men are single. A lot of people dying single. So I don't know what you all talk about. God has the right man or woman for you. Your frequency. Listen, even listen. That's your choice. Listen, let me tell you how this works. Okay, let me tell you how this works. We think that God is doing this and that and this. If God sent you $1 million right now, you think that you'd be able to keep it? I bet you all can't. I bet most of us can't. If you're not in that frequency of money, you can't keep that $1 million. You can't. It's gonna destroy you. It's gonna make you suffer. It's gonna make you feel pain, but it's not gonna help you. See, you have to be in that frequency to understand what is sent to you, so that you know how to take care of it. If you're not in that frequency, listen. Some of us have had some good men before and good women before. If you are not in that frequency, you will never recognize it. You will never see the value of it. It's because of the frequency that speaks to you. It's the frequency. It's not. If God send you $1 million right now, you will blow it. Sometimes if God send you this, you're not ready for it. You can't keep it. It destroys you. So don't say God is sending you anything. We should be grown enough. We should be grown enough to understand is how you feel and your frequency that attracts whatever. And you know what, man? You know what? You know how powerful we are. And don't facts. All these are facts. Do you know how powerful we are? Everything can be ours. But until you know that, until you understand that it is your choice. I love you too, goddess. Until you understand, your frequency is everything, not your freaking standards. See, many of us don't know how to read energy. So we want to focus on standard. That's your faith and your belief. Listen, it doesn't listen. Let's talk about this faith and belief stuff. You can want what you want, think what you think, but if you look at your life, if you look at your fruits, listen, listen. It's not by your faith and belief you shall be known. It's by your fruits. Not by your faith and your belief, by your fruits. I want you to understand this. By your fruits, by their fruits they shall be known. Not by your faith and your belief. If your faith and your belief in producing, doesn't matter what you believe. Now I know this sounds very harsh, but they have lied to us for many years. They have been lying to us. They have been lying to you, telling you and feeding you a whole bunch of stuff, telling you all this religious stuff. I'm not saying that God, no, I ain't talking about God. I'm talking about the religious stuff. But the book says, by their fruits you shall be known. Understand is what you are producing. By the mango tree is known. Right? By the apple trees is known. Thank you, Amanda. Right or wrong? By the plums, The plum tree is not. How do you know what's the grapevine? Listen, you might pass grapevines every day, but until you see some grapes on that grapevine, you will never know it's a grapevine until you see the fruits. When you look at the life of a human being, it's not about what you think, what you feel, what you believe, is what you grow. So they lie to us, telling us a whole bunch of garbage, trash, and we're still waiting for it. It's not coming. You must be able to produce that thing because that's who we are. We are creators. We are children of God. We ain't crippled. We are completely awakened. We are completely aware. We are completely conscious. Everything we are connected to, every single thing, everything we are connected to. If you ain't nobody sending you anything, ain't nothing coming for you. You gotta go and get it. That's the point of this journey on earth. That's the point, to learn this dimension, to learn and figure this out, to learn to align our frequency with everything to make sure. Do you know what I learned lately? How do you communicate in a relationship? Like, how often should you we want to reach out to the other without being clingy? That's a good question. Relationships. One thing about relationships I realize is this. Hey, Flora. One thing I know about relationship is this. Hey, Amina. Hey, Amira. Relationships is built on a frequency. The type of frequency that both people are in is what you're going to realize. When the frequency is not equal, when you're on two different frequencies, communication is chaos. Hey, Golden Apple. Sharina, thank you so much. I've been the business to you too. When the frequency is not aligned, communication is chaotic. If the frequency is right, if you and him or him and you have the same on a similar frequency, similar vibration, similar wavelength, communication is continuous. It's silent. Communication is silent, it's continuous, it's verbal, it's feelings, it's thoughts, everything attached, everything aligns. Because it's on the same wavelength. We have to find people on the same wavelength as us. So when you want this, because what is frequency? Frequency is information that's traveled and transferred and uploaded and downloaded between two objects or two people. That's what frequency is. Is the question true? True. I mean, true. Listen, frequency is this right here. When you're on the same frequency, it's the same information that's being passed, right? Frequency means same information being passed from one to the next, same information. When you're on the same information, I don't have to speak all the time. You ain't got to speak all the time, right? Because what is not said is understood by the next. So when you have to always talk and communicate, but understand this also, communication is constant. It's continuous communication, whether it's silence, whether it's your body language, whether it's your lack of presence or your absence, whether it's your tone or your tonality of your voice, whether it's the how you feel, whether it's what you do, whether it's communication is continuous. Communication continues. Hey Liz, Tori, blessings from the VI. Yeah, man. Hey Sheila, communication is continuous. When the communication stop, check your frequency. Don't focus on what they might be doing. What is your frequency is off? And sometimes the truth is, hey Cassandra, sometimes the truth is when you met that person, yeah, free in Jesus, for real, for real, for real, for real. When you met that person, sometimes you wasn't even on the same frequency. Some of you all had to step down. Do you notice that? When you meet somebody, sometimes when you want that person, sometimes when the person not on your frequency, you have to step down. And let me tell you when you know when you have to step down. When they can't understand what you are saying. Yes, you speak English. Hey, Kathy, namaste. Yes, you speak English, they speak English. But for some reason, they never understand what you are saying. Every time you speak, they think that you want to argue. Every time you speak, they think that you're arguing. Every time, you just be this and you think that you're better than everybody else because they don't understand the vibration is different. Many of you had to actually lower your frequency to meet the people that you are with. And when you lower your frequency, when you discount your frequency, when you discount your energy, when you drop your vibration, it's hell because the other person is hard to step up. And since that person gonna step up to meet our frequency, we have to drop to meet theirs. When you drop to meet theirs, you have to stay there. you have to stay there. And that frequency is already low. That frequency is struggling already. That frequency is already, and you're already anxious already. See what I'm saying? You was in a low vibe too. Yeah. So many times we don't really realize this. So now when you're ready to go back up to a higher frequency, you're looking at them like, so we're gonna go up or what? And they're like, no, go up where? You met me here. You ever hear somebody say that before? Have you ever heard somebody say that? You met me here. You met me right here. Because you had to drop yours. So many times that's our biggest problem. We had to drop our frequency to meet them where they're at. And now we want to take them with us. So we're trying so hard. Some of us try so hard to increase. We can't increase them. People have to want to be increased. People have to actually want to elevate, and everybody don't want that because everybody ain't ready. So that's why it's hard. That's why now you're a narcissist. Something is wrong with you because they are comfortable. They are comfortable. So you can't get mad. That's what I'm saying. Never drop your frequency. But right now, where the world is, we don't know what frequency is. So we are focused. For you didn't work out now. I'm standing right here. Yeah, for free, Flora. But here's the problem. Now we don't know how to read energy. So we need specific stuff. We need that money to be six figures. We need that person to have a big old booty, big chest, big arms, big pee. We want that person to match our energy, whatever that means. I don't even know. This is a stupid thing to say. We want we want that person to come like this, to come this, have to have this number and this car and this type of clothes and dress this because we don't know how to read energy. We don't understand energy. We don't know how to interpret energy. We only know how to interpret words. Looking for distraction. We only know how to we only listen to listen. This is why people will treat you right, Linda. This is why people will treat us like crap. People will treat us like crap. And instead of listening to how they treat you, you want to hear it from their mouth. You should say it. Why can't you just say it? You should just say it. Say it already. If you don't want me, just say it. Why? Because you can't interpret. You really don't know. For these lame in the process, I lost my identity. Amber, you see, you dropped your frequency, right? Listen, Amber. Now that you said that, let me tell you this. Sometimes don't want to step up to make relationship work. Like communication, most people don't. Yeah. Listen, sometimes the truth is, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes the truth is, you need to meet those people that you lose your identity. For real. Peace and blessings, God and melanin. Sometimes you have to sometimes you have to lose your identity because it wasn't working. Seriously. It's not a bad thing. I lost mine before. I had to lose mine. Many of us have lost our identities and it had to go because that identity was not made by God. It was made by man. It was made by a bunch of beliefs. It was made by society. It was made by expectations. It was created a whole by your ego. In a world filled with social media, that's where we build our identity. That must fall. So we had to. Hey, Melita, how are you doing? We had to lose that identity. We had to lose it. It wasn't ours. It wasn't for long. And then we meet somebody who's rough. Yeah, Tiffany, then let me explain. The identity is what your mom told you, what your dad told you, what this told you, what that told you, what you think, what social media says, what all this. And then you meet somebody who's going to come into your life and destroy it. And when you destroy it, it must be rebuilt. See, when that person destroy the identity, who you think you are, what must you do? You must rebuild. And when you rebuild, this time you use experience, you use truth, you use knowledge, you use facts, you use real life experience, not what you believe, not what you heard, not what people say. This is you using this. You must use now healing. You must use love. You must use your own energy. You must use your own mind. It must be destroyed. Listen, I promise you, this sounds bad. Yes, Flora, it's time to rebuild. Listen, that identity that you had before, it wasn't good. It wasn't that strong. Because if it was that strong, it would have withheld that last person. Think about it. Yeah. If it was, yeah, greatness is coming. If it was that great, it would have withstand or withheld that last storm. Right or wrong? It would have withheld that last storm. Hey, Tanya, it would have withheld that person, but it didn't. So it wasn't prepared. It wasn't ready. It wasn't strong enough. See, again, like this is why I always say the Three Little Pigs is a perfect story. The Three Little Pigs says, listen, first I built my house with straw, but the enemy came and he blew it down with one. You realize that the damn straw house, now as mad as you are for your house to fall, but you realize that the straw house wasn't safe. So you was feeling safe, but not safe at the same time. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't safe. So you went and build a house of sticks, right? You went and built a house with sticks. You felt a little bit more comfortable. Then the big bad wolf came again and blew it down. You're like, damn it! Again? It wasn't strong enough. It wasn't. And now this time, you say, okay, let me think. Because, the first time when that big bad wolf blew down the straw house, you're going to be angry. You're going to be upset, annoyed as hell, frustrated. And that's what builds the stick house, that frustration, that anger. But then you realize when the big bad wolf came again with your stick house built in anger and frustration, and it still blew down, you realize, wait, okay, anger didn't help. Frustration didn't help. Bitterness didn't help. I got to do something different. Let me build again with love and joy. And you have to rebuild with love and joy and peace. If it's not built from peace and love and joy, the big bad wolf will come again and blow it down again. It will come again and blow it down the same way. I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house down. That's your identity. Your house is your identity. It houses your inner self. But this time, after you realize that you have had some leaks and some weaknesses and you rebuild. And when you rebuild this time, Lord, straight up bricks. I don't care how much you huff and puff. I don't care what's going on outside. See, this is why it's very important to realize that no matter what's going on the outside of you, it doesn't matter. See, when the structure is powerful and strong, what goes on the outside don't affect the inside. Many of us don't understand this. If your structure is as powerful as you say it is, you won't be always insecure. You won't be always want to fight people, complain at people, fuss at people. No. You're going to be just peaceful. Because, no matter what you do, you can't get to this. We must understand it. What if you draw the same type of people? Alyssa, that's a good question. If you draw the same type of people, it's because you are the same person. And as simple as that sound, if you keep drawing the same type of person, it's because you are that same person. Because like energy attract like energy. You have to understand this. We have to understand this. I'm never going to look at the Three Little Pigs and see. Good. Hey, positive vibes only. How are you doing? I like how we answer questions and give advice. I have another question. Okay, what's your question? Hold on. Wait, what did I say? I forgot what did I just say? I forgot. Yes, you keep drawing the same person because you are the same person. Seriously, you are the same person. If you keep being the same person, exactly, Tanya, exactly. We can't help who we attract, but we can help who we entertain. So she said it right. Tanya said it the perfect answer. So what if you keep drawing the same people? Listen, the truth is we draw everybody. I mean, everybody comes to us. We draw everybody. But who we are drawn to is different. Who we are drawn to is based on memory and feelings. A lot of times we are confusing that feeling and that type as the energy. You can't help who you attract, but you can help who you entertain. Who you entertain is your choice. And we have to understand this. Who we entertain is our choice. And we have to know no matter how much I like you and want you, if I know better, I must do better. Because if I don't do better, my punishment is even more strict. You know what I mean? So we have to be careful. You draw the same person because you are the same person. When you change who you are, you change your outlook. You change your perception. You change what you attract. You have to do some work on the inside to attract and be drawn to something else. We have to do the work on the inside. Remember, what we see on the outside mirrors what we are on the inside. So we have to understand this. Okay, so the next question I get is if you express to a person you like gifts and they tell you that's seeking validation because you want a gift to feel loved, isn't that being narcissistic? No, it's not. It's being truthful. Everything is not being narcissistic. Let's 2023, that word became popular. Narcissist. Yes, everybody has tendencies of a narcissist. Every one of us does. But understand this, your love language is your love language. Now, the book was a beautiful book, The Five Love Languages. Beautiful book, beautiful read. You have yours, I have mine. But just because you have yours and just because you are comfortable is the only way to interpret love. You have to find and understand your partner. You got to understand theirs too. See, many times we want that validation and only love me how I want to be loved. That's not a thing. You love you how you want to be loved. But let me love you how I love. Because when I love you how I love, it's authentic. Now I know many of us are going to disagree with that. But I want us to go to a higher, a deeper place. We are so selfish sometimes that we want only what we want. And if the person is not giving it to us, we suffer. We think that they don't love us. No, that person has their way of showing you love. Naturally, we all have our way. We all have our unique way of showing love. Let us show love. Do you want a person to show love the way how they show love naturally or how you want them to show love? Which one makes sense to you? If you want a person to do exactly how you want them, then you don't want a person. You want you. You want you. All you see is you. That is not fair. I should be able to love you authentically how I love. But that book, The Five Love Languages, we think that just because you interpret love in gifts, I have to give you gifts. No. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, it's good to give you gifts. No, I will not give you gift. But understand, I have my way of interpreting love too. And I don't depend, at this stage in my life, I don't depend on you to show me the way how I love, how I love. Maybe I'm affectionate, maybe you are not. I have to respect that because we all grew up differently. I'm affectionate, you are not. You grew up in a home where your mom didn't love you, hug you, your dad didn't hug you. I grew up in a home where my mom kissed me all the time and hugged me all the time. So my way of showing love, but I understand how you show your love. You do things, you do services, the way how you take care of the kids, the way how you take care of the family, the way how you always making sure I have. I have to learn your way. We can't just be selfish and say, well, that's how I. No, it's not narcissistic at all. It's really not. What's up, alien power? How are you doing? You can control how we act and feel. I do have a question, and this is gonna be a crazy one. What does it mean if you have two nightmares about your ex that you left? I believe that is the divine trying to. Ah, that see. Understand this. This is hard to explain. When it comes to dreams and nightmares, a lot of those dreams are coming from your subconscious mind. See, dreams are your subconscious mind coming to a reality. Because when you sleep, what happens? Your conscious mind is at rest, but your subconscious mind is completely awakened. So when you dream, what was in your subconscious mind is coming to a reality based on symbolic messages. We have to understand not everything that we dream is literal. And I can't say much about it because it's based on how you interpret. It's based on how what's going on with you. It's based on what you are not. What's the normal thing for you? How you dream. But not all dreams are literal. Some dreams are symbolic, and sometimes these dreams come from your thoughts already. That's there all day, every day. How you feel. All those things come from you. Come in your dream. Have you ever fell asleep watching the movie, and you dreamt the same crap that was happening in the movie? Have you fell asleep watching a scary movie and the same ghost, the same scary thing comes in your dream? Remember, dreams are based on your subconscious mind. A lot of times, these dreams don't mean a damn thing. Sometimes these dreams are just dreams, and a very active subconscious mind. So we got to be careful with these dreams. Be a virtuous wife and humble, huh? Hold on. But why do men get intimidated by? Why do men get intimidated by strong women? Here's the question. I hear this question a lot. Why are men intimidated by strong women? Men are not intimidated by strong women. We really not. For what? Especially the men who has their own. If I have my own stuff, why would I be intimidated for? I think if women stop messing with men who ain't got nothing, then you will see what a man really is. But men are not intimidated by strong. Number one. Let's go into details. There's no such thing as a strong woman. A strong woman don't exist. Neither does a strong man. Hey, thank you, Amber. A strong woman don't exist. A strong man don't exist. God made all of us the same. The same. Same. There is no strong or weak. There's just conscious or unconscious. Those who are sleeping and those who are not. That's all. So we have to stop saying strong women because there's no weak. What's a weak woman? There's no such thing as a weak woman. People go into things that you have never been through and they don't know how to handle it. It's not weak. It's just unknown. They don't know. You see what I'm saying? A man doing this, right? A man doing this, and I don't know, just because he fell for this and I haven't, doesn't mean that he's weak. It means it's unknown to him and he hasn't done it yet. He don't know how to go around it. It's not that he's weak. He's just unconscious in that area. There is no weak or strong woman. None. It's just some women are just conscious and some are not. But understand this. Thank you, goddess. Understand this though. Men are not scared of strong women. Thank you, Judy. Men. See, the thing is this: if a man has his own stuff, a man has his own stuff. I have my own stuff, right? Listen to me. Just talk to me. I have my own stuff. I have my own career. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I have my own career. I have my own money. I have my own bank account. I have my own children. I have my own family. I have my own cars. I have my own houses. I have my own properties. I said properties, right? With an S on the end. Why would I be intimidated by what you have? Seriously, think about it. Why would I be intimidated by what you have? Probably not. Check this out though. Let's go deep into this. Check this out. If a man comes around me, Kathy, you don't get stronger by experience. You recognize your strength by experience. Remember, trauma or turmoil don't make you strong. It reveals to you your strength. It's two different things. Nothing makes you strong. Your strength is being revealed to you. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Nothing makes you stronger or weaker. You see in that seed, you see in that apple seed, no matter what happens, the apple seed will become an apple tree. No matter what. If you plant it, it cannot become more or less of an apple tree. It will become an apple tree. The seed has everything in it to make it an apple tree. Everything. See, when the baby is born, the baby is completely complete already. It's a complete human. You can't give or take nothing from that child. You can't change it. It's already complete. So we go through reveals to us what we are. It doesn't make us what we are, it reveals to us what we are. Because when we go through it, we see a reflection. So nothing makes us stronger or weaker. It's just as we go into these things, it makes us become aware of what we are, especially as we call strength. Now, hey Kelly, thank you for the stars. Now let's go with this weak man or weak woman or intimidated man. Now, if a man has stuff going on, a woman don't intimidate him. The problem is, let's go deep. I have my own stuff. I got my own stuff. I got my own life. I think I'm pretty successful. If a younger man or an older man come next to me, I'm talking about another man come near me, and he is not where I am in life, physically, with things, material things, and life things, and the house and property. Do you know that man will submit to me too? Do you want to know this? That man will submit to me. That's why older men mentors younger men. That's why younger men look up to older men. You know why? Because they submit to them. See, the one who doesn't have, I'm talking about a man. A young man will look at me and say, "Oh my God," he will talk to me different. It's funny. One of the movers came to move my stuff, to bring my stuff into my house last week. Young guy, 21 years old. And when I started speaking to him, if you see the way how he spoke to me, and the way how he looked, his demeanor was a little thuggish. But when he saw my kingdom, again, I ain't bragging. I mean, I ain't saying I got money and stuff. But when he saw my entire being, his like, you know what I mean? His stuff dropped, and he became so humble, and he started calling me sir, and he started saying, "Sir, what can I do? Tell me what to do. What can I do to get? What can I be? What am I supposed to do? Should I sell my car? Should I?" I mean, the way how he began to speak to me, he submit himself to me because I was the senior to him. And that's what he shifted. And that's what people do. See, when you meet a man will be intimidated by anybody who has, or who he thinks based on his ego has more than he do. So it's not that men are intimidated by strong women. It's just that when you find a man who ain't got nothing in life, who ain't got much, he is intimidated by anybody. Not just women, but by men too. So please don't think that men are scared or intimidated by women. Please don't, because you can't beat us. You know what I mean? Like, you can't fight me. You can't slap me. I'm not. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's respect. Sit there, because they can feel the walls you hold up around you. But you know what? Yeah, you know what? So someone said sometimes they may say they're intimidated because they can feel the walls you hold up around you, and they can't fully read your energy. So sometimes they pick up on the person's guardness. You know, I like how you put that. Um, that wall that we put around us, though, is not a power, it's a weakness. You know, when you put a wall, so many of us have been hurt. Many people have been hurt. Many of us. Actually, most of my viewers have been to some things. I think if people view my videos, it's because they've been to some things, or they're going to some things, or they just been to some things, or they're coming out of. I think people who watch my videos are coming out of something, or going in something, or in something right now. Because I think my videos are meant for that. Seriously, and I appreciate that. But a lot of us go to things and we put up walls, and we don't understand that these walls are a weakness, not a strength. They don't make you stronger. They make you weaker. Because when you're behind a wall, and when you're hiding behind a wall, nothing comes in and nothing goes out. Happiness can't come in. Joy don't come in. You block everything. And even if happiness goes out of your heart, your walls block it, so it doesn't go out in the universe. So it doesn't come back. Love can't go in the universe, so it doesn't come back. Because the walls stop it. See, the walls become your prison. Many of us, oh, thank you, Jasmine. Seriously, many of us are protected by walls that's destroying us. Every day it hurts us. These walls consume you. These walls abuse you. These walls destroy you. Many of us, our hearts are covered. Our hearts are covered. Yeah, Amanda. And that's why we stressed. That's why we can't find a person. That's why it's so hard to find that person. That's why it's so hard to find that person. It is so hard. Oh my God, it is hard as hell. Oh, by the way, as I speak, I'm looking for more questions. Go ahead and ask me your questions, okay? So I'll respond. But until I see a question, I'll just keep talking. So whatever question you have, if I missed it, please ask again. Thank you, Golden Madeline. Thank you. But seriously, you can't keep see many of us. The point we go through life. We go through life and we become bitter, man. We become really bitter. And what's the point? What are we learning? You know, what are we really learning to be bitter after going through something when this whole point is to see what's going on, to experience this realm. You know what I mean? So we have to be aware, man. We have to be aware. When we go through things, it's for us to awaken. It's for us to experience it, to see it, to go through it, but not to come out bitter. Many of us right now are so afraid of relationships because we came out of one and it was terrible. We think it was terrible. We are hurt, so we don't want to do another one. We scared of these things to death, man. We are so frightened by these things because our experiences traumatized us. Listen, stop being traumatized. Stop saying that you need healing. Stop looking for healing. There's nothing wrong with you, man. You got disappointed. How do I tap? Yeah, I mean, for real. Spell is because they are so adjusted to trends and they are being sent off by influencers because they are not self thinkers. I agree. How do I tap into discernment early? Now, discernment and intuition. Someone said if prayers is you talking to God, then your intuition is God speaking back to you. And discernment is a part of your intuition. How do you tap into your intuition? How into your discernment? Listen, it's very simple. If you are disciplined and if you practice making decisions and learning from your decisions, you will learn when your discernment or your intuition is speaking. See, if you don't learn how to engage in your intuition, you question it all the time. You don't do what it says, and you don't pay attention to the outcome of things. You gotta pay attention to when your intuition is saying, "Okay, go left, go left." You can be completely wrong because it might be your mind, it might be the enemy, whoever that is. It might be something, but if the mind tell you, if someone tell you go left, go left. If you're wrong, be wrong. It's okay. Do it again. Go right. You go right. You have to practice using that gift. You have to practice it. And by practicing it, you're going to be wrong a lot of times. But after a while, you get to know which voice is which. You get to know which feeling is which feeling. You get to know which vibe is which vibe. And that's when you pick it up. But you have to understand when it's speaking to you. But to understand it, you must exercise it on a regular basis. You must exercise it on a regular basis because discernment is to understand. If you want to tap into your discernment, this is what you must do. One of the hardest things to do is this right here. Linda, I'll come to your question soon. One of the hardest things to do, and I say this all the time, if you want to tap into your discernment, you must learn to discern. How do you discern? You must understand your energy first. You must know your energy. You must study your energy. And you must choose your energy. You must purge all that garbage that you don't want. Purge it. The bitterness, that triflingness, that that anger, that resentment. Purge that nonsense because you don't need it. And let me tell you why you purge it. You must purge that nonsense, because if you carrying a bunch of resentment in your heart and you meet somebody who carrying the same thing, how do you know which is which? How do you know if it's not your feeling or his feeling or her feeling? How do you know if it's not your energy or theirs? If you carry in the same crap, you will pick it up. But if you pick it up, you don't know if it's theirs or mine. Understand this. The way how you pick up discernment is by emptying out yourself. You have to empty yourself. Oh, this is so hard because we are so used to and we are so conditioned to always suffer, to take things personal, to always complain, to always feel, to always being so, our feelings are insecure. We always carrying a bunch of trash with us. Everywhere we go, we carry trash. Everywhere we go, we carry trash. We carry a pile of trash with us. You must leave that trash in the trash can. That hate that you carry, let it go. That jealousy, let it go. That anger, let it go. That resentment, let it go. Forgiveness, forgive everything. Let everything go. And then what you must do, you must elevate your frequency. You must fall in love with everything. See, the more you have love is the more you can pick up everything below love. Listen, the more you pick up love, and I want you to understand what I'm saying. The more you can pick up love. Thank you, Amina. Thank you. The more you can pick up love, is the more you would understand everything below love. See, when your frequency is high, you can pick up everything below it. You can pick up everything equal to it. Everything makes sense because you recognize the pull. See, where there is love, if your frequency is high and it's elevated, everything will pull you when it's not on your frequency. If it's not on your same frequency, it will tug. It will tug at you. It will tug at your vibration. It will tug at your energy. That's how you learn discernment. You must elevate in love. You must elevate in your frequency. You must go higher. You must seek the face, as you call it, of God. When you understand this, if you can get rid of the anger by realizing don't take shit personal. Seriously. Let people talk. It's their mouth. It's their business. It's their words from their heart talking. It's not you. Let people judge you. It's not your judgment, it's theirs. What are you worrying about? Let them judge you in peace. Let them judge you. Let them talk about you. Let them do what they want. Let them go where they will go. Let them be as who they are. And just let people be. Stop taking everything personal. As you live that life, you begin to elevate in love and peace. Your peace, man, if you can just let people be, your peace is up here now. That's simple. If you can let people be, your peace start to come up. But you can't let people be, so your peace is, oh Lord, your peace is almost is almost impossible. It's almost impossible. When you let peace happen, let love happen, discernment, you pick up everything. You will learn, because when you are light, when you are traveling in light and you don't carry no anger, resentment, judgment, hate, everything around you is what you feel. You feel everything. You pick up everything. You will vibrate every single thing. And therefore, then you will know what is what. But until you stop carrying all that crap that causes you anxiety and this and that, you're already filled up with a bunch of stuff. So you don't pick up it. You don't know what you're picking up. All you're picking up is more confusion and more stagnation and more anger and more resentment. You're not picking up anything else, and you don't know what it is. Right, Amanda? Right. So Linda said, "Why they get mad when you are leaving them? They're going elsewhere." Well, Linda, nobody wants you to leave them. And nobody, so just because I don't want to raise my frequency doesn't mean that I want you to leave me. I mean, maybe I'm comfortable with you. Maybe I want to be with you. I just don't want to raise my frequency. My frequency is my business, not yours. If me and you together, my frequency is my frequency. It's my business. I ain't bothering you. If I'm not bothering you, I'm not causing you no harm. Why are you leaving me? It's my life. So of course I don't want you to leave me. I just like being who I am. You know what I mean? Learning yourself. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you for the stars. I've learned so much from you. Thank you. I'm not scared anymore. I want to date again. How do I put the walls down? You know how you put the walls down? Let me tell you this. How do you put the walls down? So, Melida, I like that. She said, I've learned so much from you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not scared anymore. I want to date again. How do I put the walls down? You put the walls down by doing what you want to do, and then doing it again, and doing it again, and doing it again. And see, the walls give you a feeling. See this feeling right here? The walls give you a feeling because if you feel trapped. Have you ever been in a tight space? You feel trapped. You feel anxious. You trip. You acting out because you can't breathe. Because that's what the walls do. That's why you're always anxious. Anxiety, panic attacks. That's what walls do to you. So what you want to do? You're gonna realize that when you want to date somebody, you're gonna have the same feelings of insecurity, what if, pain. Do it anyways. Just do it. It's okay. Just do it. Go past the feeling. You gotta go past the feeling. You gotta go past that feeling. You gotta go past the feeling. The feeling is just a lie. The feeling is a memory. The feeling is what you're used to. You have to go past the feeling. And when you do it again, you begin to trust yourself. And you do it again. And you do it again. Even if you're right or wrong, you do it again. And you do it again. You have to do it. You gotta do it. If you want a job, let's say you wanna be a nurse. Don't you have to take a certification or a license or something? And you take it the first time and you fail it. You take it again because you want a job. You fail it again. You take it again. You take it again. Until you get what you want, you don't stop. Same as dating. I don't know why we think dating is so different. Sometimes you don't get it on the first, second, third try. Some people do, some people don't. You do it again. But if you want to take down the walls, the fastest way to love is to love. The fastest way to love is to love. You got to do what you're afraid of. Love. And love don't mean that you do it with someone else. Love means that you increase your love. You increase your value. You increase your vibration. You increase your frequency. You begin to love. When you begin to love on the inside, them walls going to go down naturally. Because when you love on the inside, what is love? Love is the ability to see things on the inside as they are on the outside. Love is the ability to see things with pleasure. See, when everything inside of you feels, looks, thinks, and experience pleasure on the inside. Because it's an inside decision, not based on conditions on the outside. It's a choice on the inside that you make to be experiencing pleasure, joy, peace, happiness, all pleasure. The mind, your thoughts, in your body, in your words. That's love. See, when love happens on the inside, walls go down. It has to, because love frees you. Because when you have love, let me explain to you what happens. When you have love, you won't be scared. When you have love, you won't be scared anymore. I'm talking about when you have elevated in love, because your love now becomes your choice, and therefore no one can take it. No one can walk away with it. No one can walk off with it. You know what I mean? Nobody can abuse it. Nobody can trick you or fool you because you have it. You see, once you have the light, nobody could put it out. Nobody could take it away from you. But you must start with it first. You must start with it first. See, don't wait until you get someone else to make your love happen. If you wait until someone comes along to make love happen, you are going to be in the codependency state. You're going to be attached, not love. Attachment looks just like love. It's just that attachment comes from the outside. Love comes from the inside. It's two different things. It just looks the same. Many of us are attached, not love. We are in attachment, not in love. We have been in attachment, not in love. So we have to understand this. When you love on the inside, when you become the source of love between you and God, when the source of love is between you and God, who you date can't take it. Who you date can't change it. Who you be with and who leave you and who don't leave you cannot F with it. So you realize that the fear digress. The fear of being hurt changes because it's the love that heals you. Listen, you know what love is? Love is the source of healing. Do we know this? Do you know what is a God is love? And Christ embodied God, the love of God. So when Christ touched you, the vibration, you see, like when the lady who was with the blood issue touched the hem of his garment, and instantly he felt that pull, and instantly she became healed. Because when that love, see, love is the vibration of healing. Once you have that love, you don't have to worry about feeling all this pain and feeling, because that right there is the healing. Because love must allow people to leave. Love says, I love you, but love is not bound. See what I'm saying? Because I love you, I must set you free. See, love is not just about keeping people. Love is also about setting them free. Because to set yourself free, you must set them free too. For you to be free, you must set whoever you are holding hostage in your heart free, don't you? Whoever you don't forgive, whoever you haven't forgiven yet, whoever you still have resentment for towards or anger, you must set them free. Only when you set them free, you too will be set free. So we must understand love is not all about, well, and many of us are suffering right now, ain't we? Hey, loyal allies, how are you doing? Many of us are suffering because we love somebody who we are no longer with. Because we believe if we love somebody, we must be with them too. And that's something that we believe. So we're afraid that if I love you when you walk away, I'm going to suffer. No, love don't need to stop. Love should never stop. Yeah, thank you, greatness. It's coming. Love should never stop. It should never, ever, ever stop. We should be mature in love to know that people have their journey. If I love you, if I truly love you, yeah, Kathy, if I truly love you like I say I do, if you say that you are happier somewhere, I have to set you free. If I see that you're not happy and free with me, I have to set you free. Because that's because when you love something, you want them. See, like your kids. See like how much you love your children. You want the best for them. Seriously, like all joke aside, we have to get the same mindset. Your children, you want the best for them, so you will make sure they get the best. Well, same as your partner. You want the best for that person. And if you know that you're not the best for them and if they want something else, they want to leave, you gotta set them free. Because you understand love is a freedom thing. Love is not I'm bound to you. We're not bound to anyone. You see what I'm saying? We're not bound to anyone. We must learn that people have their lives. And when you understand this and you mature in this frequency, people have their journeys. Yeah, people have their journeys. They really do. And that's with or without you. They have their journeys. And when you learn that, whether you with them or not, set them free. Set them free. We hear crying, but I love him. That's why I'm hurting. No, love don't make you do that hurt. Listen, with love comes understanding. With love comes understand. It comes discipline. It's very hard to love with no discipline. Many of us are not disciplined. That's why we suffer so much. It's because with love, we need discipline. It is very hard to practice love without discipline. It is almost impossible to practice love without discipline and self-respect. Many of us don't have discipline. Many of us, I love myself, but I don't want to do what I have to do to get to the place of fulfillment. I mean, I love myself, but I feel. You know what? I love myself, but I don't feel, I feel lonely today. I feel. When you love, when you say I love, it's not about your feelings anymore. Your feelings is behind that. If I love you as my wife, today I might feel like I don't like you, but I know I love you. And if I love you, I must still take care of you, just like I love you. It's not about my feelings. See, that's why relationship no longer work. If I love you, if I say I love you, if I choose to love you, feelings come and go, don't they? Some days we feel terrible, don't we? Listen, sometimes we feel like we ain't doing it today. Sometimes you don't feel like going to work, but you still do. That feeling is pointless. But we are so connected and so submitted and so we are so, what's the word I want to use? We submit to our feelings too much. That's why we can't experience love. What does it mean when my body has a negative visceral feeling when my mom touches me? Huh. There is no such thing as a negative feeling, really. A negative feeling don't exist. It's just a feeling that you doesn't like. It's not a negative feeling. It's just energy. Some are low vibration, some are high vibration. Some are low vibration, some are high vibration. A person with a high vibration feelings, when they touch you, you feel a little bit more relaxed. A person with a lower vibration or a lower frequency, based on how they think, based on what they are experiencing, based on their mindset, based on their body language, based on what they are going through. When they touch you, the energy passes through you and you feel that low vibration. So sometimes it's not about a negative feeling, it's just that you feel that's what she's experiencing. It's just touch. That's what touches do. Remember, everything that you touch becomes a part of you. Everything that touches you becomes a part of you. So when energy is transferred from one person to the next, it stays with you for a long time. It's just that person is passing the energy. That maybe that's how she feels. You see what I'm saying? Maybe that's what she's going through. Maybe it's about her. Um, what do you think about having multiple lovers at once? What do I think about having multiple lovers at once? To be honest, man, it's a thing. Many people do it. Many folks do it. Am I against it? No, I'm not against it. I'm not for it. Um, I'm not a traditional person either. So if you want a traditional answer, I can't give you one. I don't do the traditional stuff. I don't believe what most people believe. I just don't say those things out loud because many people would not understand it. But many people had them back in the days. You know, our grandparents had them. Our great grandparents had multiple lovers. Our great grandfathers had, freaking all them people in the Bible had them. What's right or wrong is not based on what we think in our society today, but is if somebody could do that and is allowed in their relationship, why not? Now, me personally, I like to. I think two and three is too much for me. It gets overwhelming. I mean, I've done it before. It gets overwhelming. It's tiring. You can't have no time to yourself. you, you're always gonna be around somebody doing something. I don't know if you can do it. I mean, do it. You know what I mean? If you can do it and it's allowed in your family, then do it. But me personally, I don't like it. I don't want it. As I get older, as you get older, you realize that you want peace, and sometimes two is just too much. Two is just a damn headache sometimes. You know, one woman is a lot. Believe it or not, one woman, you all know you all could be a lot. You all could be a lot, but two, god damn. And it's not in a bad way. It's just Jesus. People's choices, right? I mean, it's not that my spirituality won't allow it. It's just I have learned from my journey, and sometimes I might look like I fall in the trap, but I have learned from my past that if you bring pain to people, you suffer too. So I try not to bring pain to anybody. I think that's how I live. When you are free to do as you want to do, but when you start to bring pain or inflict pain on the other person or an innocent bystander, I don't think it's healthy. I think something is wrong. I think someone is sick. And I've been sick for many years, inflicting pain on anybody who come close to me. But he's just realizing that now you have a choice. You ain't got to inflict pain. If you know he's gonna hurt somebody, leave it alone. See what I'm saying? Yeah, if it's gonna hurt somebody, just chill out. Just relax. Because a lot of times it's based on your ego. You know what I mean? That is based on your ego. It's based on your greed. It's greed, and sometimes. But again, that's sometimes. Some people can do it. Some people are poly people. They can do it. Some people that's what they want to do. I'm not against it. I just say for me, I rather not. It's just I like being by myself. You get tired, right? Feel low key jealousy from one. Yeah, pretty wrong. I heard pain coming back. Yeah, I like being alone. Yeah, I'm. Listen, I'm telling you. I mean, I like being by myself in my own space. Thank you, greatness. Thank you so much. Now you bringing it. And I thought that you bumped your. Hey, Campbell, how you doing? How you doing, Campbell? But yeah, man. But listen, man. But seriously, if we could elevate in love, if we can really elevate in love, man, we won't be afraid to date anymore. If we can actually love, we won't be afraid to date. Because you can't waste love and you can't love the wrong person. Do we know that? You can't waste love and you can't love the wrong person. You know what I mean? I'm an introvert. I would have called myself that a few years ago, but I don't call myself anything anymore. I don't call myself anything anymore. I'm good in all areas. I have trained myself to be good in all areas. I used to call myself an introvert, but I stopped. I begin to be effective in all situations because I had to be. Hey, Maza. But yeah, seriously, I mean, think about this. If you can actually love, you can actually date and without being afraid. You can, and if you're not afraid, do you know this? Let me explain something to you, right? Because we don't realize this. We don't understand this. You see that fear that you have, that fear, that scared to death feeling of being afraid to date and stuff. Do you know a lot of times that's why we meet those people who make us even more fearful, make us even suffer even more. You know that's why? Because that's what you are giving off that energy, the fear, that scared. You know, like a dog could smell your fear, so it attracts people who want to bite it. You know what I mean? Or kick it, because fear attracts fear, and fear is displayed or projected in different ways. And cheating, lying, bad behaviors, abuse. That's all fear. So when you have a fearful spirit, fearful energy, you know, like if you get in a fight, if you fighting someone, you have to understand that the one who is most scared sometimes is the one who hit first because they are trying to defend themselves. They want to hit you first so that they can get you out on the ground so that they ain't have to fight you. A lot of times you have to understand when you are fearful and you're trying to date, when you're scared, you fear, you're insecure, you unsure, understand you will attract that same energy. You would attract that same energy, and you think is everybody has a problem. No, you have the problem because you are attracting it. You are attracting it. You are experiencing it. You are attracting it. We have to understand we are very powerful creatures here on this earth, on this planet. We are very powerful. We attract a lot of things. We attract so much that we don't even know. It's so much that we don't even realize. So we think it's not us. We think it's not because of us. It is because of us many times. You might be surprised that if you create this love within you and you connect to this peace and happiness, you might be surprised of how many people are going to want you. You might be surprised at how many people are going to be drawn to you because your energy is so relaxed. Your energy becomes to be so beautiful. Everybody looks at you and want a piece of you. Everybody want to come around you. Everybody want to just talk to you because you attract everything to you. So when you have the energy, nobody wants to leave that energy. If I have a woman who's that energy, I'm not leaving her. For what? Oh, really, Jocelyn? Seriously, if a woman has that energy, yeah, Amanda, if a woman has that energy of, I'm talking. Listen, I ain't talking about this love that you. I'm talking about this, the frequency of the love that knows that they attract everything, that knows that their fruits are sweet, that knows. I ain't talking about the one who's sexy. I ain't talking about the sexy ones. Hey, Della Della, how you doing, girl? I ain't talking about the ones with the big old booty who have the best sex. I ain't talking about that type of love. I'm talking about the one who increases their vibration within themselves. The ones who walks on cloud nine without judgment, without looking down on people. The ones who are purely elevated, who understand who they are. The ones that's connected to the creator, not by religion per se, but by a vibration, the frequency. The ones who understand love, the ones who choose to love no matter what, the ones who don't gossip and disrespect people and chase people. Because you know, when you're in the frequency of love, you ain't chasing nobody. Everybody says that, but everybody says I don't chase people, but everybody, I, people chase people. Thank you for the stars, Amanda. Seriously. But when you have that energy, man, it's beautiful. I need to change and keep my vibration good at all times. You know how do you remove that fear? You know, check this out. The fear. When you talk about fear, you talk about love too. When you ask somebody, why do you love me? There shouldn't be a reason. Just because. Fear is the same thing, just because. You don't fear anything specifically, you just fear. Fear is just present. Just like love is present. So when somebody is in a frequency of love, what do you love? Nothing specific, just love. Same as fear. Understand that fear is one of those energy that you just have. The biggest thing about fear is that you don't know yourself. When you know thyself, fear disappears. Because when you know thyself, you know that you are capable. You know that everything is based on you. If you don't know this yet, it's going to be hard to have self control. When you understand that fear is the unknown of yourself, because remember, you are the common denominator on this planet. Everything's experienced by you and through you and perceived through you and by you. Everything, every single thing doesn't have life until you give it life. Nothing has life until you give it life. Believe it or not. Only when you focus on it, it comes to a reality that it makes sense. If you don't focus on it, it doesn't exist. Right? True or false? So only because of you, which is the common denominator, everything comes alive. Facts, Miriam. Facts. If you understand that fear is the unknown of who you are, is not knowing who you are. That's what fear is. When you know who you are, no matter where you go, you know who you are. You have the common thing, the common theme. So we have to understand this. When you know who you are, it doesn't matter where you walk, it doesn't matter where you go, it doesn't matter who you are with. You are the common denominator. You are the one perceiving life. You are the one experiencing it. You are the one who knows it. You are the one who can change it. It's you. You are the one who edits it. You are the one who speaks it, who creates it, who attracts it. It's you. So when you know this life, fear digress. So the more you know you, the less you fear. The reason why we fear so much is because we don't see our power. Well, some of us only here to give, to only be experienced. No. You know, one thing about love, there's a law that says what goes around comes around. Another one that says what you give, you get. What did the Bible say about that law in the Bible? What did it say? What goes around comes around. You reap what you sow, right? Isn't that what it says? You reap what you sow. That means if you give it, it comes back. Same thing, right? You reap what you sow. The thing about this love thing that we have to understand is this. I explained this before. Miriam, if I love you, right? If I love you, Miriam, if I love you, if I say I love Miriam, if I'm with you in a relationship, right? If me and you, thank you, Jocelyn. If me and you are together, Miriam, and I say I love you, now when I say I love you, I see you. I know for a fact that my line of love don't go straight in a straight line. I know for a fact my love, I know this for a fact that my love does not travel in a straight line. So just because you're in front of me, my love is not directed to you in a straight line. Love goes around me 360 degrees. Okay? If Miriam wasn't on that same frequency of love that I am, if Miriam is not in a frequency of love, Miriam will never experience my love. Miriam will never interpret my love. Miriam will never recognize my love. And so if Miriam does not recognize my love, Miriam cannot send it back to me. See, what goes out must come back. But it comes back when it bounces off of that which is a similar frequency, it comes back to me. It goes out, it's like sound, an echo. Hey, hey, hey. It goes out, it attaches, bounces off, and comes back to me. That's what love does. So, if Miriam does not love me, and the law says that you reap what you sow, that means I know for a fact that this love is not coming back from there. I will not wait anymore because Miriam don't have it. So I will open my eyes. I will still love Miriam because Miriam, right? Check this out. Miriam, it is this is symbolic for the universe. Miriam is symbolic to the universe. Miriam represents the entire universe because she is the universe, just like how I am the universe. So if I love Miriam, since Miriam is connected to everyone in this universe, we are all connected to God, to everyone, to the planet, to the air, to the trees, to the birds and the bees. We are all connected. So if I love, if I give love, if when I love and I focus on Miriam, I say I love Miriam. So how do we say I love you? I love and focus on you. Just like I hate and focus on you. That means I hate you, right? Even though it makes no sense. I'm angry and I focus on you, so I'm angry at you. That's what it means. So, and I love and I focus on you, my awareness on you. I say I love you. Check this out. I will still love Miriam, but I must recognize and pay attention to knowing that what goes around, what goes out comes back, and what I reap, I must reap what I sow. When I give that love, I must open my eyes to see where it's coming from because it must come back. Sometimes it's not coming back from the same source. See, many of you are still waiting for love to come back from the person that you're giving it to, not recognizing that that person is connected to the entire universe. And just because you think that you're giving it to him or her does not mean it's coming back from them. Listen, whatever you give must come back, but look and see where it's coming from. I promise you, baby, I promise you. Some of you are so stuck on that one person. You begin to think, maybe I am not here for to be loved. Maybe I am not here to be loved. Maybe I am not here to be loved. You are here to be loved, but you are expecting love from the wrong source. You are. It's like going to an ocean expecting fresh water. You can't get it no matter how much you try. It's not coming from it's not coming from the salt water. I don't care how hard you try, you cannot have fresh water from salt water. I'm sorry. Go to a fresh water place. Then you might get it. See, many of you are still waiting, stressing, worrying about that person that you love, thinking that something is wrong with you. Oh my God, no, that person, the love is not coming back because it's not going to them. They cannot recognize it. Hey, Jolu, how are we doing? They're not getting it. They can't get it. That's why it's not coming back. It's an echo. It's not echoing. Some of you all feel, oh my God, I need healing. Healing for what? Because somebody don't love you back? Because somebody is unable to love? This is why my daughter tells me she loves me every chance she gets. I'm receiving back. Yay. Yeah. See? Exactly, Janelle. I mean, like, seriously, we must understand it comes back. But we must open our eyes and see where it's coming from. It's coming. The law is the law. You can't break the law. You cannot break the law. If you give something, listen, when you give a homeless person money, do they give you back money tomorrow, next week? Probably not. When you give the store money, does Walmart give you back money? Probably not. See, who you give it to sometimes it comes from a whole different source. Who you give to sometimes it comes back from a whole different place. And that's a reality. That's a reality that we just don't want to get in relationships. It's the same with relationships. We must focus and figure out who love is coming from and go to that direction. But no, we want to love who we want to love. We want them to love us. And if they don't love us, we call ourselves sick. If you don't love me back, damn it, I'm sick. Even though I'm doing good, I'm actually loving. That means my heart is working fine. If I love, my heart is perfectly fine. But yet I'm sick because you can't love. Ain't that something? Makia, no, maybe you just gotta open your eyes. You can exactly. I mean, exactly. You can't escape that. It's a law. It's a law, man. I don't want y'all to give up. Many people will tell you, "I'll give up." You should give up. You should stop. Listen, I don't think you should give up. I don't think we here too long. I don't think we are here long enough to be bitter. I don't think we are here long enough to give up on anything. I don't think we are here long enough. Listen, because in the military, I've been in the military for 20 plus years. In the military, when I remember in drill in basic training, um, when the drill sergeant say parade rest, we will yell out, "Rest when you are dead, drill sergeant! Rest when you are dead. Rest when you are dead." Listen, there's gonna come a time that we won't have the strength to do anything. Let me be real for a second before we get off here. Let me be a little real. Can I be real with you all? I don't want you all to take me personal. Because you all know I ain't coming out here to be bitter or to project any insecurities. I don't come on here to disrespect nobody. I mean, if you all know me by now, you all know I don't come on here to be rude or be bragging about anything or be rude or disrespectful to anyone. I mean, I know you all know that by now, so I won't even have to say that because it's not. You all know I don't do that. All right. No, I ain't belittling nobody. But can I be real for a second without nobody feeling triggered? You see now, the heart wants what it wants. Yeah, that is true. Keep it real, right? Okay, I'll be real. I'll be real for a second. You see this body? You see this body? This body soon goes to the grave. I want y'all to listen to me in the perspective. Don't think that I'm telling you to do stupid things. This body soon goes to rest. It goes to rest soon. While it's active, use it. While you can still use it, use it. People use it. It's a tool. You just can't. What are you saving it for? See, some of you can't separate. You can't separate feelings from what you're doing, so you can't do anything. You have to be precise. You have to walk with these short steps. You can't even walk full length because if you walk somewhere, if you take a bigger step and this, you're gonna feel this. You're gonna feel sorry. You're gonna feel angry. You're gonna feel this. You're gonna feel that. Use the body. Some of you are waiting until you get old and unattractive to want finally a relationship. Listen, you have use the body. That's why you have it. It goes in the grave soon, and you can't use it there, and it goes back to dirt. Use the body, y'all. What are you all saving it for? What are you all saving it? What are you really saving it for? You saving it to regret when you are 80 years old and you can't use it. Then finally you come 75 years old talking about, I want a relationship now. Listen, use it now. I don't want you all giving up. I don't want to be one of those toxic people telling you all love is not there. I'm telling you, love is there. It's there. It's right there. If you look at my finger, it's right there. And if you know love is there, nothing can take it away. So no matter what you go through, it's like life. Life is there. Life is right there. No matter what you go through, you still have it. No matter what you experience, you still have it. What you see, you still have it. What you do, you still have it. Just like love, you should still have it no matter what you experience. But you are afraid because you don't have it fully yet. So you think that someone will take it. Nobody could take it away from you. It belongs to God, anyways. It's not even yours. Use. You do what you need to do. Stop being scared, y'all. Stop being afraid. What you saving? What are you saving yourself for? Your body is gonna go back. You know what your body becomes? Food. Food for the grass. Food for the trees. Food for the birds and the bees and the ants. Food for the bugs. That's you stop being afraid, y'all. It's food. We're not here long enough to give up on anything. We're not here for that long to be giving up on things. We're only here for short little time. You are we're only here for you are trying to play safe. You can't play this safe. You know why? Hey, oh Vesta, how are you doing? Do you know why you can't play it safe? Because we all go to the grave the same way. We all going to the same grave. Well, not the same one, but same earth. Stop trying to play it safe. Live your life. Stop trying to live your life in this short little. Oh no, 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 nah, Belizean. I ain't got no money. Accepting things and people for who they are now, and don't let it change me. I'm changing me into the best version. I'm preparing myself, and my love will come and happen effortlessly. I like that. You know what? I was thinking today when I was driving. You know what? I was thinking this. That just made me remember this. I was thinking, life don't get better. Life don't get better. Your life don't get better. Your perception gets better. When your perception gets better, you see things differently. When you see things differently, you start to do things on purpose. And when you start doing things on purpose, you increase your own things in your life. The things that you do, the things that you get. Life don't change. Life is the same. Your perception change. And you know what I realize? We think that we have a better life. There's nobody life is better. There's no better life or worse life. It's just life. But based on your perception. See, many of us, if we can change our perception, we can change our entire being. We can change our bodies. We can change our minds. We can change our man. We can, your life don't get better. Your perception of it does. It's all. How does your life get better? Adding things to it don't make it. Adding things to your. Well, you can't add to your life. You can add things to your body. You can add things to your home, to your car, but you can't. Life is not yours to add things to. And you realize, man, we are here wasting it, trying to be safe, trying to avoid detours, trying to avoid pain and suffering, trying to avoid. When you live life trying to avoid pain and suffering, you can't live life. Do you know that? How do I deal with anxiety? Struggle with it in a long time. How do I deal with anxiety? Exactly, golden melanin for real. How do I deal with anxiety? Well, for one, you don't deal with anxiety, you deal with your thoughts. You deal with trying to control your thoughts. You deal with trying to resist your thoughts. You deal with resisting your thoughts. If you resist your thoughts and where your mind goes, anxiety comes. So you don't deal with anxiety. And anxiety is not a destination. Anxiety is a result of your thoughts not being or trying to be controlled. Instead of having your thoughts flow how they flow, instead of having your mind works how it works, you want to control it. You want it to go where you want it to go. That's not how it happens. Your mind must be free, just like your heart. just like your lungs, just like your kidneys. It must be free too. You don't try to control your heartbeat. You don't try to control your kidneys or your liver, but we try to control the mind. You try to control the mind, anxiety will happen. The mind is not a game to be controlled. The mind is a game to allow it to be and travel. The mind is connected to the entire universe. Let the mind go where it please. Let the mind go yesterday. Let the mind go to 15 years ago when you were hurt, when you was abused. Let the mind travel there. Let the mind go to the future. Let the mind travel. But if you try to hold on, don't think about the monkey. Don't think of the monkey. You begin to have anxiety because you are trying to control the mind. That's not your place. Don't control anything. Because what you try to control will control you. So you don't deal with anxiety. You deal with trying to force your thoughts, trying to resist your thoughts, trying to have the exact thoughts. And when you don't have those thoughts, anxiety comes. Listen, allow things to be what they are. Try breathing, yeah, but allow things to be what they are. Let things be as they are. When you can let things be as they are, when you can let things be as they are, you free up so much mind space. If you accept things as they are, you don't think, you don't overthink, you don't fuss, you don't focus on all these things. It just, your mind is going to be empty. If you can just let him be who he is, her be who she is, let the kids be who they are, let the dogs be who they are, let the trees and the weather be what they are, let the neighbors and social media, let people do what they do. When you allow that stuff to happen, oh my Lord, you realize how much free and empty your mind really is. You feel so much better for real. For real. Listen. We don't understand the power of letting things be. Someone said, whatever comes will come. Let it come. And whatever go, let it go. When you understand what's the word? Lord, how profound that is, how accurate that is, it will blow up in your mind. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. When you understand that, oh Lord, anxiety don't live there anymore. Yeah, it's just trying to control. When you say quit reliving the past or thinking about the past, sometimes you can't help but let the mind wander of it happens to go there. Man, listen, the past is not a place, it's not a thing, it's not somewhere, it's not anything at all. The past is doesn't exist. You can't go there. But the mind deals with memory. The body deals with memory too. The body. If something felt good or bad, the body usually go back there because the reaction that it got. You have to understand this. All reaction is based on energy. Okay? A reaction is based on energy. Just because you have a car, a bank account, and property doesn't mean that you have money. Darrell, are you in the conversation or are you somewhere else? What conversation are you in, man? Who's talking about cars and bank account and property? Are you okay? you know, to have a healthy conversation, you have to actually be in the conversation too. You actually have to be in the same one. you you gotta be in the same. I'm just I don't know. But anyway, what the heck was I saying? Man, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. I forgot. Where was I, man? Yes. So listen. Um. So here's the deal. When it comes to your mind, when it comes to your thoughts, so there's no past, there's no future, there's nothing at all. There's only now, right? All that exists is now, right? All that exists is now. You have to understand this, right? Things happen, things gonna happen, things happened before. When your mind, the way how you reacted to the past or something that happened a year ago or 20 years ago, the way how you reacted last week is what your body holds on to. The mind and the body holds on to it. If somebody punch you in your mouth, many times some of us have, you're gonna have this feeling, anger, this strong feeling with these thoughts. At that moment, the stronger your reaction is, the stronger time freezes, the more time freezes. When time freezes, in that freeze, what it does, that reaction that you have with those thoughts, it wires those two together. It wires those two. So it makes those two join. Bam. So the thought and the action is wired together based on your reaction. So the stronger the reaction is, the stronger the wire. So 10 years from now, if that's not solved, what happens? When that same feeling comes, the same thoughts come. When the same thoughts come, the same feeling come. So you are reliving the moment. So that's what you call what wires together, fires together. When the thought comes, the feeling comes. So many of us have experienced something traumatic in our lives, and we have held on to the same reaction. So every time we sit down, it's just there, that feeling comes. And when the feeling comes, it wires that other thought. Then the thought gets stronger, the feelings get stronger, and they feed off of each other. They create the situation all over again because the mind does not know what is real and what's not real. If it's seed in the mind is actually real in the body. So the body begin to fight what the mind is experiencing. Okay? Anxiety and all this panic attack, because the body is going off of what the mind is experiencing. The mind thinks that it's going through the same thing again. So we call that anxiety. When you're trying to control the mind, when the mind is traveling, let the mind travel. Anyways, that's a whole other topic. I don't want to get into that one. Comic relief. My anxiety has given me pain in my body. It's also hard for me to deal with pain. I'm suffering so sad. Okay, so Renee, what part of your body are you suffering? Do you have suffering in your shoulders and neck or lower back? Where's your pain at? Where's most of your pain at? Exactly, Miriam. So again, it's not anxiety that has you in pain. It's your thoughts. Remember. So check this out, right? When it comes to your thoughts, if you can hold on to, okay, listen. If you have ever experienced, exactly, Kathy, if you have experienced losing a job or getting fired or something, or you know something happened, you got sick and you can't pay your bills and stuff. Based on the way how you think about the situation, you're gonna start to feel pain in your lower back, right? If you lack money, place to live, and food, your lower back is gonna have pain. Your lower back, your knees, your hip area is gonna be in so much pain, and that's because how you think or how you perceive a situation. Okay, in my neck. See, there you go. I just called it right. I say your neck and shoulders. That's exactly what it is. Listen, these things are not these things are simple science. It's not as hard as you think. I coach people on these things, on getting rid of these pains. If you having pain in your back and your shoulders, it's not hard to get rid of that pain. Okay, so Renee, let me ask you a question, right? If you have pain in your neck and your back and your shoulders, let me ask you a question. Do you think, do you struggle by yourself? Are you the only person in your household that pays the bills and take care of the kids and you feed your kids and your family? Are you the, most of the workload on your shoulders? Are most of the stuff on your, is in your, like, if you don't do it, nobody else do it. So it's like everything is on you. The pressure, the pressure is on you to create and to get money and stuff. Does that fall on you? You have nobody else to share it with? Let me know if that makes sense. And if not, I could be completely wrong. And I'm not reading you. It's just how energy connects. Listen, energy connects. Energy is energy. Energy is all connected. It's simple. If we understand energy, You can solve your own stuff. You can get healed. You can fix your own body. You can fix your own mind. But it's a process. It's about understanding how it works. It's about understanding the connection of the energy with your body. We have two bodies. We have the energy body and the physical body. Whatever happens in the energy body affects the physical body. So we have to understand this. If we know the symptom of the physical body, we can tell what the energy body is experiencing based on our thoughts. My niece started giving me problems when my funds get low. Yeah, I'm telling you, listen, the way how you perceive life, the way how you think creates stagnation in your energy. Your thoughts make your energy stop. When your energy stop, wherever you stop, the pain begin to, because remember, when energy is not moving, it stays, it settles. And when it settles, pain comes. You're back, my, yeah, pretty well. I'm telling you, listen, this is real. Renee, you still there? This is real stuff. I could talk about this for, listen, I could, listen, you can tell me what hurt and I can tell you what's going on with you. Why your energy is clean and clear. Oh my, so true. Yeah, listen, you can tell me where you feel pain and I can tell you what's going on with you because everything connects. There's nothing that's, there's no coincidences in this universe. What about when you, what about when you cannot sleep due to anxiety? It's not due to anxiety. It's due to your mind is not being at rest. You know, you're always thinking. Your mind don't stop, right? Liz. You know what I'm saying? It's like your mind can't shut up because a lot of times people who overthink can't sleep, and a lot of times people who overthink can't accept what happened in their life. You can't accept nothing. You can't accept the way how somebody spoke to you, what your boss did, what your husband and wife did, your girlfriend, boyfriend did. You can't accept how the way how they did today. You can't accept your mind. Gotta replay everything in your mind. You gotta focus on what's going on tomorrow. And we say is anxiety, and we say is all these other terms, but is all your mind cannot shut up. You don't know how to listen to your mind. You don't know how to quiet your mind. You believe it. You are not present. See, the person who is not present cannot sleep. If you cannot be present, it's very hard to fall asleep because when your mind is busy, when your mind is all over the place, understand you are not present. You are not in the now. You are gone. So when you are gone, right? When your mind is busy, what happens? Thoughts generate energy. Okay? Thoughts generate energy. If you are, it's like you trying to fall asleep in the gym. You trying to fall asleep while you're working out. No, the body is kicking, it's firing energy. So when you think, the more you think, the body is not resting peacefully because you keep waking up, you keep firing your energy. Pop, pop, pop. So you can't sleep. You have to relax. You have to breathe. See, the thing about breathing, you say you think a lot. Now I disagree with that statement. How do I put a muzzle on my mind? You don't think a lot. If you can't control how you think, then you're not thinking. Yeah. If you can't control your thoughts, then you're not really thinking. You can't control how your body digests food. So if I ask you what you were doing, you can't say I'm digesting my food, can you? You can't you can't control how your heart pumps. So you can't say, hey, what you doing? I'm pumping my heart. You can't say it because you're not doing it. So if you are not in control of your thoughts, then you cannot say I'm thinking. The thinking is happening to you. Okay? Thinking is happening to you. You are not thinking, thinking is happening to you. And if thinking is happening to you, you can't think. You are ineffective. Your life is probably all over the place. You are probably you can't get what you want from life. You can't get that success that you want because your thoughts are all your thoughts. Your energy is too spread out. Your energy is too spread because your thoughts. See what happens when your thoughts are all over the place. What happens? Your energy is all over the place too. Because remember, wherever your thoughts go and wherever your focus go, your energy flows. So imagine if you focus on this, then this, then this, then this, then this, and this. What happens is that your entire life is divided. So you have not you don't have enough life in one area to make that successful because it's too spread out. So that's one reason why you can't sleep because your energy is still out there. You got to bring your energy back. You got to call your energy back. And how do you call your energy back? I am in the present. I know I am breathing because I can feel my breath. I can hear my breath. I feel my chest rise and fall. I know the truth is I am here. I breathe in, I breathe out. That's being present. That's what being present is. You are actually intentional. You are bringing back, you are cutting off every tie to the outside world, bringing it back. You are being present. You have to be present. You have to practice being present because why you can't sleep is because you have a bad habit. Your bad habit is you are never present. You are always gone. You are always missing. You're always on somebody's island, in somebody's business, somewhere else that you don't belong. You gotta bring it back. Your job don't stress you out. You listen. Stress is the inability to control your energy. That's what stress is. When you cannot control your energy, you say that you are, when you cannot manage your energy. Remember, stress is a mismanagement of your own energy. I need you all to understand this. It sounds really weird and nobody speaks on this, and you don't hear things said like this. So I know it's hard to understand or it's hard to accept. Stress is the mismanagement of your energy. When you mismanage your energy, stress happens. Remember, this is your energy. This is you. This is your life, your experience, your perception. If you stress, you are mismanaging it. You are mishandling it. You have to manage. See, you have to be the manager of your own life. Same to you, Linda. Yeah. You have to listen. You have to manage your. You have to be responsible for your energy. You gotta be responsible for it. Responsibility of your energy is a must. Stress is the mismanagement of your own energy. When you mismanage the energy, stress happens. You lose control. Disease happens. Sickness happens. You get weak. You get this. You get tired. You get drained because you are mismanaging it. You have to bring it back into your control. So I'm just telling you guys, man. It sounds weird, and I know y'all probably don't look at me like I'm something special to be telling these things, but this is what I do. This is what I study. This is what I. This is my practice. I practice this on a daily basis. Okay, so I'm telling you, this is what it is. Stress is the mismanagement of your energy. Remember, once the body experiences stress, once the body, thank you, Miriam, once the body experiences stress, this part of your body shuts down. This part right here shuts down. It slows down. And it slows down because stress says that I need energy in my legs and my arms. That's what stress really means. Stress really means I need energy. I need all my blood flow to my arms and my legs because I am in a fight or flight reflex. I have to fight or flight. So I don't need to love. I don't need peace. I don't need to smile. I don't need happiness. I need to fight or run. That's what stress means. When you experience stress, that's exactly what you are doing. That's why the many of us who are stressed get sick. Do you notice that when you stress, you start breaking out and stuff? You start to get pimples and you start to get herpes on your lips. You know what I mean? You start to get heart messed up. You start to get high blood pressure. Everything around here, because energy stopped coming here because I don't need it here. I need it here and in my legs. Understand that you are causing your own self dis-ease. You are causing your own self dis-ease because you are not managing. So now you are allowing your energy, because it's yours, whether you know it or whether you do it consciously or unconsciously, you are doing it. Whether you know it or not, whether you are ignorant of it or not, you are doing it. Whether you are doing it consciously or unconsciously, you are doing it. So you are making yourself sick. When you under stress, when you mismanage your energy, and the energy shuts down here, your adrenal gland pushes energy to your arms and your legs. Blood flow is heavy on your arms and legs. That's why you're always tense. That's why your shoulders are always high. That's why your neck feels painful. Your shoulders hurt because your energy is going to your arms and your legs. You are always ready to defend yourself or run. That's what stress does. Only the human beings have the type of stress. The animals, when they are being chased for somebody's dinner, when they finally stop, the stress gone. They can graze again. They can be happy again and run around the place and dance and got up. Human being, if you think about something, you get stressed. If a thought comes, you get stressed. It triggers stress. It triggers this experience in you where your body shuts down. Your pee can't get hard anymore. Your stuff don't get moist anymore. It's just you are causing yourself a disease. I know I probably shouldn't have said that, but I didn't want to. I had to say my own stuff. I had to add my little thing to it. You know what I mean? That's why some men can't get this stuff up. Stress. We can learn so much from facts. I can't eat fact for real. That's why some men can't get up anymore because they're stressed. And when they're stressed, the PP stop working. This stuff is stuff says, not today. Not today, partner. we ain't coming out to play. Because when you're under stress, there's no pleasure. A matter of fact, when you're under stress, you realize that sex becomes a part to dominate. Sex become a domination. I mean, it's to dominate or to conquer. That's what stress does. I'm telling you, it's all about threats. When you under stress, you want to release that thing. Some, some don't, don't be having sex with no stressful people, man, because jokers hurt you, man. Jokers hurt you. Make your back hurt. You all be talking about, yeah, rough me up. Nah. Hell no. Listen, but seriously, man, are you saying to just you have to let go. You have to realize that it's your mind that you're holding on to. You are trying to control the situation. In this life, there's nothing to control. Yeah. I don't, a lady was telling me the other day, she said, everybody is going through something. I said, everybody is not going through something. She said, what do you mean? I said, what do you mean? I don't understand why you think everybody is going. What can we be going through? If you're going through it, right? If you're going through something, you are already going through it. And since you are going through it, stressing don't make it better. Seriously. Because you are going through it. It really don't help. So when you say everybody is going through something, everybody is not going through something. Some people accept whatever they are. Some people already accept and are at peace with whatever is going on. It's not everybody's not going through it. People, that's a religious thing that people say to make us feel like we should always be going suffering, long suffering and all that stuff. You don't always have to go through something. There's lessons to be taught and to be learned. And if you learn your lesson, you learn to let go of whatever issues that we think that we have. I'm telling you, living stress free is not as hard. Living stress free is living a simple life. Living a very simple life. But listen, I gotta go because my body about to die. I've been on here for too long. I've been on here for 2 hours. Lord, that's a long time. Y'all been talking for 2 hours. Why do you all do that? But I ain't been live in a long time, so I guess I should have. 2 hours is a good time. But listen though, that's my time though. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night and a beautiful evening. I've learned things about stress, even therapy, trying to focus and hold on to it. Yeah. Let them things go. Thank you, Miriam. You all have a beautiful night. You all have a great rest. You all be at peace. You all do all the good stuff. I will see you guys another time. Good night, you all. I love you guys. Hey, Christine, how you doing? Blessings. Okay, Amanda. Okay, cool, cool, cool. You all. Namaste. Somebody asked me if I believe in God. I know people ask me that. I think it sounds like I don't, but I do. But not in the way that you believe. I believe, I don't do the beliefs really, but I know what you mean, so I would say yes. I wouldn't say I believe in God using that word. That term belief means to have doubts. To believe something is to have doubts. I don't have doubts on anything. So I don't use the term believe. Okay? So when you ask me a question like that, do I believe in God? I don't believe in anything. You know what I mean? Believe says, I'm not sure. I heard it. It makes sense. I accept it. I don't do those things. I know certain things. I don't believe certain things. I know. So you all have a blessed night. Be good. You all behave yourselves, okay?